Hi. Okay, now here are my issues. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening now, a year late, which is today, a year later. But this is about a year ago today. So I'm gonna try to focus on that without editorializing or adding anything else to complicate the situation. Because I want this to be very objective. I want people who see this to think that I'm being very objective, and I'm trying to. So we talked last night after we got back. Cool, calm and settled. And then at 8 o'clock in the morning, I say, "Need your birth certificate." Not a fetish. The government wanted. And then at 9:40, he says, "Call me when you can. Have some questions working on the passport. I need an itinerary or a plane ticket to prove that I needed the passport that fast." Okay. Have a copy of my itinerary. Should I just buy the ticket? Do. Let's go talk to them first and see what they say. He's talking about the passport office. This is in Meridian, Idaho. I say middle name. Gotta hold the seat. So I'm making reservations for him and need his middle name. Lynn. Joseph Lynn Casper, Lynn. Daub. Date of birth. Birthday. Need birthday. I'm here. So this is meeting him at the passport office. I must have taken a day off work or something to go facilitate this. Oh, he says where? He says where? I'm at your place, where his motorhome was parked. He says, "Okay, I'm leaving the library now. Give me 2 minutes." That's where he was researching that. Cool. So then he sends me a text at 7:30 after we talked and we're trying to get the passport stuff figured out. He says, "So I talked with Dusty and I'm not going out there tonight. He was going to come to Caldwell and see his friend Dusty, who he met his friend Dusty when he lived in Caldwell. Never lived in Caldwell. He never lived in Caldwell. But he's going to see his friend Dusty." And so I'm like, "Oh, not coming to Caldwell?" Because he was going to come see me. "Yeah, there's still lots to do and I'm just pooped. Get your rest. Be well." I felt hurt. I tell him, "I thought you liked your friends better than you liked me." "What?" He says. "What?" "Insecure. I'm new to all of this. Sorry. I've never been emotionally fragile." "No, because I've never been in a relationship, so why would I be?" He says, "I'm sorry." "I'm just experiencing all kinds of new feelings all the time," which I was. Roller coaster ride of emotions, and him interactions with him were amazing. "It's stupid, I know, but I was having such a great time with you, and then it ended like bam. Then withdrawal, because I haven't seen him since the weekend we spent together. That was 2 days prior. I lost my Joey fix," which was because I always felt better. I always felt safe and comfortable when I was around him. It's like, oh, this is cool. This is nice. Okay, everything's right with the world because we're in proximity. He says, "I'm still here. You're not going to lose me." "I know. I'm just afraid of the fire. I don't want to get burned." Me too. Now, see, this is where I have to not editorialize. Make a comment that I want to make, but I hope you figured out by now that I'm not quite like any other guy you've ever met. I care deeply, and you have my solemn oath that I will not let harm come to you. Okay, I kept that oath. I kept that oath. I made this oath right here. In writing, right there. You can see it. You have my solemn oath that I won't let harm come to you. I am fiercely protective of my friends, which I am, which I feel even more toward you because no other human has generated in me the feelings I'm experiencing. Like how your stomach feels when the roller coaster drops. Boom! It's that. That's how I felt every time we talked, every time I was around him, every time it was that visceral, emotional feeling of, oh, he says, saying that I know that you are not quite like any other guy, and that's what I like about you. And I say, but there's still a broken, confused child deep inside that I've built walls around to protect. And those walls are crumbling because they have to. So that I can make room for other feelings, I guess. Because I'd never allowed anybody to be in my life. I was wounded, as molested, all that stuff. I'd never allowed anyone in my life, anyone. And I kept people out. Stay away. And this is the first person, Joey, I'm going to allow you in because you are showing me things that make me feel like I can trust you. If you don't understand that, which I don't much either, I wanted to tell you. Despite the bravado, I'm easily wounded. That's on me. I'm pretty easily wounded because my heart is right here. Not always, but I'm tough, and that's why I have never allowed myself to be involved with any of this kind of crap. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm saying this again, so you don't freak out when I'm feeling particularly vulnerable, which I was feeling a lot because I was opening myself up to things I could never have imagined. I was certain I was going to live alone and die alone, like some spinster, and be buried in a freaking pine box in the woods. That's my destiny. And I said, and you'll be able to write a bestseller when you get back, because he will have spent this time with me. He says, oh, what's the title? If you haven't figured out by now, he's in red. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, I don't want to queer this deal. Think it's something survival something. That's what I say. My sense of humor's back. LOL. Time to go home and play passenger flight attendant with myself and fantasize about you in the starring role. Talking about me and him in the starring role. Yep, your sense of humor is back. Sounds like a horror film if I'm the starring role. Pathetic! That's so prophetic! No, we're not going there. Oh, okay, that's no joke. Just wanting to be with him all the time. I say, ever heard of the Mile High Club? We'll see about the 6 Mile High Club Memorial Day. Memorial Day was our flight. Okay, see, that's one of those times when I say something and I become concerned about how you're reacting because I'm not hearing anything back. And he says, I was playing coin dozer. That's where the coin then pulls the cord. I say multitasking. Fine. LOL. It's going to be a wild ride. Yes, it is. So what cities are we going to? I say Frankfurt am Main, Prague, Rzeszów for sure, maybe Copenhagen, Berlin, Czestochowa, maybe Leipzig, Dresden, and Heidelberg might also be on the list. Cool, I'm researching. München and Köln, maybe. That's Munich and Cologne. Just thinking of Brno, also Brno, which Bernese, no, Brno, we didn't go. And if no visa is required, I've heard Bulgaria is really cool. It all depends on transportation costs. You can research gay travel Europe and see what you come up with. Come spelled. Haha. He says, okay. The Pride March is in Vienna June 18th. The only one happening while we're there. So maybe that can work. Vienna for Pride. If we can get a place. Because it was sketchy getting that time. He says, once in a lifetime. I say, maybe Munich instead of Berlin. Closer if we have to hitchhike. Because we talked about that. Very true. I'm super excited. Are you sure you like me and you want to do this? Last chance to change your mind, because I'm buying the freaking ticket. Fasten seatbelt, lock tray in upright position, get ready for takeoff, because here we go. Yes, I like you. I'm in no place for a relationship, and I do know that a relationship that is going to last, I built on a solid base of friendship that needs time to grow. We'll have plenty of time. Let's see what happens. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay. Not an evil laugh. That was a happy laugh. So that thing he says, yes, I like you. I'm in no place for a relationship. And I do know that a relationship that is going to last, I build on a solid base of friendship that needs time to grow. It's not an evil laugh, it's a happy laugh. So if I have to wait until after we're married, I guess I'll just have to wait. It's a joke. Good one. 1 week from tomorrow. Yes, sir. Mom said he's cute. Mom met him and thought he was cute. I, of course, agreed. That's sweet, he says. I'm headed to bed, mister. Hope you sleep well. That's at midnight. Okay, so we've set up a time to go to Seattle to get his passport because we have to get his passport before we can leave. We have our flight reservations for Memorial Day, and we're sitting ready. That whole thing, when we talked on the phone, it was different than the characterization of the text that I showed you. Yes, I like you. I'm in no place for a relationship. Well, we talked about how we were falling in love. So that was non sequitur. And when I did talk to him, it was like, oh, no, well, that's not what I meant. Because I'm thinking them building this relationship, and here we go. So excited for tomorrow's Wednesday, and I'm going to pause this. And tomorrow we will catch up on the next events, which before the ball gets really rolling, this is going to get very exciting. But I'm almost at my time limit, and thanks for your patience. But it's just going to get nothing but more interesting. I promise. Thanks.